Singapore, one of the few city-states in the world, might not be known for football, but it actually does have a few impressive and unique stadiums. So let's check out the stadiums of the Singapore Premier League. Jurong East Stadium. A bit of a theme with Singaporean stadiums, as you'll notice throughout the video, is that they often have attached amenities that are nothing to do with football, which makes perfect sense in a densely populated city. In this case, the main stand is connected to a water park. Speaking of the main stand, it has an interesting design. I can't pinpoint exactly why I like it, but it looks weird in a good way. Nice and colourful. Toa Payoh Stadium. It mightn't be quite as built up as the last one, but what it does have is a track surrounding the field. Okay, that's actually not a good thing. But what it has surrounding the track is the more aesthetically pleasing trees, plants, and a small grass embankment. Singapore is known for being quite a green city. It does after all have a wet tropical climate. It's also known for being a very clean city. There's not a lot of graffiti or anything. But that's due to a different reason. Yeah. Hougang Stadium. Hougang is just a neighbourhood in Singapore. I don't want you to confuse it with a violent group of Doctor Who fans that go around terrorising people. Then again, they spell and pronounce their name differently. Anyway, this is kinda similar to the last one, although the main stand has an interesting roof. I'm gonna assume that was inspired by traditional buildings from the region. Either way, it looks great. On the other side, the long jump is just inches away from the stand, so if you're a big fan of long jump, why? Jalan Besar Stadium. There's been a stadium on this site since the 1920s, but it was in the early 21st century that it was renovated and became the impressive stadium that it is today, with its spectacular metallic roof, built in the same style as a suspension bridge, and underneath, I'm loving the colour scheme, very tropical. It doesn't look like many people wanted to sit out in the sun in the uncovered stand, and I can understand why. Not only is it hot, but the one and only video board for replays is over there. Our Tampines Hub. That's got to be up there amongst the most unusual names for a stadium. Which is fitting because the stadium's got to be up there amongst the most unusual stadiums. It's basically a town in its own right. People live here, there's a library, the obligatory swimming pools, a supermarket or two. In fact, the field is known as the Town Square and acts as one, whilst doubling as a football stadium, of course. It's the only stadium in the league that isn't owned by a Sport Singapore, but the People's Association. Probably because it has less to do with sport and more to do with people. So there you have it. If you enjoyed the video and haven't done so already, subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a good one.